Hi everyone, I am Jamie from jamieselainewatson.com. Today I'm going to be walking you through a topic that many photographers, including myself, find very overwhelming: off-camera flash. So I'm going to be walking you through how I set up my off-camera flash using my Canon flashes, all the settings you need to start using off-camera flash at your weddings as well. So I, like many of you, am a natural light wedding photographer. I do not use flash on a wedding day for any part of the day before the reception. Not for dark getting ready spaces, not for dark churches. I prefer to just bump up my ISO versus using flash. But the one exception to this is during wedding receptions. So during wedding receptions, my flash is doing one of two things. I'm either bouncing my flash off of a white ceiling or white or light colored wall, or I'm using a flash on my camera as well as a flash off my camera. So if you're new to even bouncing flash, what this means is on the flash, we will pull out this white card here and we'll have this straight up. So the camera will be right here and the flash is going straight up, and then the white is throwing a bit of the flash forward, but everything else is going right to the white ceiling and casting a really even light over the reception space. Now if you're next to a light colored wall and you want to bounce flash from the side, say you guys were my subject, I could pop this white card back in and I could turn it this way so it's flashing off of the white colored wall, the white or light colored wall right here towards my subject. But I prefer to kind of have it straight up with this white card out, which is super handy like that. So if you have no idea what off-camera flash is, the basics of it is we're creating a separate light source across the room, and it's usually positioned behind the subject. So the closest way the best way to describe it is probably the sunlight. So when we're shooting backlit, when we're outside on natural light, we're always aware of where the sun is. I treat my off-camera flash the same way. So it's a little bit of fill light in the corner, illuminating the background, and then I also have a flash on my camera. So you can see the differences between the next few photos: the bounced flashlight or the off-camera flashlight. So my decision whether to bounce my flash or to set my flash up on a lighting stand across the room really comes down to the venue space. Is it a bright white tent? Then I'm going to bounce flash. Does it have lots of white walls? I'm going to bounce flash. It's only when it's in a really dark room that I know if I just use on-camera flash, it's going to be a really dark background. It's just a very flat looking image. So I do this to bring a bit more dynamic lighting to dark reception. So today, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using my Speedlight 600EX RT Canon flashes. So I have two of these. And the great thing about this new technology is these flashes automatically communicate with one another. So we don't need an external transmitter. We don't need to hook anything up. We just have these two flashes, and if we set them up correctly, they can communicate with one another. So the first thing we have to do is tell these two flashes which one is going to be the master, which controls the slave. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to press this button with the two arrows there on the side. So we're going to press that until we see the radio signal in the top right corner. When you can see the radio signal in the top right corner and you see the word master, we know that this one is set up. So let's move on to the slave. Now when this one is set up properly, you will see the radio thing in the corner and you'll see the word slave there. And notice how they both have green lights on the link. That means they're set up correctly. So if your flashes don't yet have these green link lights, it's because we need to make sure the flashes are on the same channel as well as the same ID. So what we do is on your menu, you will see, if you press the fourth button here, you'll go from menu 1, 2, 3, 4. So on menu 3, you're going to hit channel, and you're going to make sure that it's set to auto, which is in the top right-hand corner there, or a channel you choose between 1 and 15, I believe. Auto works just fine. I have both of mine set to auto. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to hit ID. And ID is going to bring up a 4-digit number here. This is just so your flashes don't compete with any other flashes in the nearby vicinity. So I have just this set to 2000. You're going to want to make sure that you go to ID on this one here, also set it to 2000 or whatever number you want. Once that's done, we're going to go back to the main menu. So now you're going to take the unit you set as your master, and if you ever forget, you can see it right there. And we're going to press this mode button here. And we're going to cycle through the mode button
So you'll see ETTL in the left-hand corner, you'll see M, which is manual, multi, and then you'll see group, GR. And when you go to group, you'll be able to see that unit A is set to ETTL, which is this one, the master is always at the top. Unit B is set to manual, and this one is our slave. So we are going to go back to our master unit now. And when we are on menu 1, what's really cool is you can see the master at the top, as I said, and the slave under the B line. Now you can change the settings of your slave flash without touching the slave. You can just touch the master here. So if you hit GR on menu 1, then I can rotate down to the next one. So I can go down to the B right there, and I can change this by clicking the set button and turning the wheel. So once you have your flash settings set, they're linking, they're paired, we want to make sure that we can save these so we don't have to go through this at every wedding or if they turn off or whatever. So we're going to go to menu 4 on the master flash, and you'll see a button that says memory. So you are going to hit save, and there you go. And then on the slave, you're going to go to menu 3, you're going to go to memory, and you are going to hit save. Now, at any point to find those settings, you simply go to menu 4 on the master, menu 3 on the slave, go to memory, and then you're going to hit load, not save, and that'll import the settings that you've saved.
So we are going to press down the zoom custom function button. We're going to hold it until this appears. Then we're going to go to option 1, which you see the little Z's for the sleep, and we're going to make sure that it's turned off. And then we're going to go back, super easy, and then we're going to do the same thing here. Hold that down, going to make sure that that's turned to off, and then you're set.
So once I have my off-camera flash set up, it's put on a light stand across the room, and I have it as high as I can go and pointing straight out, and that way it just acts as a fill light from the back of the room. So ETTL is on my main camera, and then I'm setting the other camera to whatever manual mode, whatever power I think I need, depending on the room. It's usually 1/64 up to 132, somewhere around there. You can experiment and see what works best for you. So if you want to learn more about off-camera flash, including the settings I use and some of my off-camera flash reception images, download my free guide at jamiesdelanewatson/off-camera flash. Everything you need to set up your own off-camera flash system will be included in that. Links to all of the gear as well as those example photos. So I hope this tutorial helped you out. Please comment and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I really look forward to seeing you guys next week.